On a quick trip to Ulm in the state of Baden-Württemberg, I wanted to see how the city feels like in terms of urban livability. And there's one thing that stood out while researching. The city is surprisingly lagging behind in terms of cycling traffic. Let's look at some data first. The latest modal split data dates back to 2017. Car usage was at 45%, down from 50% 10 years earlier. So while cars are no longer the predominant mode of transport, their share could still be lower. That might be linked to the fact that cycling accounted for only 12% of trips. For a city of around 120,000 people, that's relatively low, especially considering that Ulm isn't very large. For example, the average distance traveled by car in Ulm is 4.8 kilometers for local traffic and 8.3 kilometers for all journeys made by car. The farthest points within the city are only about 7 kilometers apart, which is very well within biking distance, particularly with e-bikes. After residents launched a petition, and with the city failing to meet its previous goal of 20% cycling modal share by 2020, a new target was set, reaching 25% by 2025. Whether they are on track is unclear, since I couldn't find any updated figures on progress. I only spent a few hours in Ulm, so I didn't get the chance to try biking myself. But what I did notice is that U-shaped bike racks are pretty much everywhere, along with Mobilpunkte, shared mobility hubs for bikes, cars and mopeds. Even outside the city center, I saw basic cycling infrastructure, wide paths and bicycle streets. Cyclists don't seem abandoned by the city, even towards the neighboring city of Neu-Ulm, which I bet may not share the same transport policies, being in another land. As for public transit, Ulm is served by 2 tram lines that run east-west and north-south. Frequencies range from every 5 minutes during peak hours to every 30 minutes late at night or on weekends. They also operate night buses on weekends. Unfortunately, I couldn't try the tram network myself, since it was shut down for maintenance on the day I visited. Still, it seems to play an important role in the city's planning. Ulm offers 3 park and ride facilities along the tram lines, and you can buy group day tickets valid for up to 5 people to get into and around the city easily. The city center is really enjoyable to walk through. It's a mix of pedestrian areas open to cyclists and plenty of shared spaces. It really felt calm, safe and quiet. And if you're looking for even more peace and charm, don't miss the Fischer Viertel. One design I particularly liked was along Neue Straße. It visually connects 2 pedestrian squares that are still separated by a road open to cars. Thanks to narrow lanes and slow speeds, people seem to feel safe crossing everywhere. It felt almost like a shared space, even though it isn't officially designed as one. Based on my limited experience, I wouldn't feel unsafe cycling or walking in Ulm. The transportation system appears to offer many options. So now the question is, will the city manage to reach its goal of 25% bike modal share by 2025? That remains to be seen when the next data comes out.